Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're doing episode 4 of the Dev Diary for my disc golf game, which still doesn't have an official name, but it's probably going to be something silly as I've decided to go in a more, um, or a less realistic setting. That can be a little bit hinted at given the map that you currently see on the screen, which is a low polygon Egypt-based map. I've decided that there might be maps later on that instead of being horizontal, like most disc golf holes are, they might be vertical. So you might have to throw the disc in an upwards direction on a platform, jump up to it, and keep throwing it up to get to the eventual goal. And maybe I'll throw in some other silliness at some point, like moving obstacles and other such things. Um, but we've got the coding for a very basic disc golf game all done now. Um, and we have a user interface that shows you what the buttons are. So let me run through the most recent additions to the game as soon as it reloads. All right, so again, as you can see on the left side, we've got a user interface. So now you can see that Z summons a driver, X summons a mid-range, and C summons a putter. Um, those, the mid-range and the putter might be inverted there. I'll have to check that out. If you look down at the bottom, you can see throw setting. If I pick one of these discs up, you'll see that it's starting at weak, and if I hit the G button, it switches to medium, and again to strong, and then back to weak. Beneath that, you can see throw force is an up and down variable. You can't really see it under weak because there's just such a low amount. Medium goes from 100 to 250, and strong goes from 250 to 500. And so you can use that as a power gauge to decide when to throw it. I might adjust that user interface to be more like the power range by graphics that you see in a lot of other games, but that's an issue for later. You can also see that we have a wind force field. So if you stand in the wind, you can see what the force of that wind is, and it is now dynamic. I initially tried to put a wind direction field down there, but I decided that it would be better to just go off the visuals of which way is the wind blowing that you can see than it would be to figure out all the calculations to output related to where you're standing which way is the wind blowing. Um, so you just have to deal with this, and the wind is dynamically changing direction at any given time, as well as changing force at any given time. I think we've seen it vary anywhere from 1.87 up to like 2.03 just in this video. Um, let's see. What else should I add? Got a map here. Got a bird up there. For silliness, I did give this elephant the ability to be picked up and thrown. Uh, looks like I might have removed that already. That was in briefly. So the game as a very basic disc golf, pick up a disc, throw it, get a goal, and it says congratulations with fireworks, is done. Um, and that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Oh, I do have an issue with this particular building where sometimes the disc will just like fall into it. So I'll probably replace that building with another one. Um, it might be worth it for me to see if that issue happens with other. Um, it does. Okay, so these windows are an issue because I don't think it falls through the non-windows. Okay, it does fall through the non-windows. I might just need an entirely different asset pack then. Well, that's fine. This is a very small level. It took only a couple minutes to build. So if I can find some better resources that won't break or allow a disc to fall through them, then that's a fine loss. But the game's coming along pretty nicely. I'm happy with it. Um, I haven't fully decided how I want to try to market it. Um, Right now, I'm leaning towards uploading it to either itch.io for a very nominal fee. For those who aren't aware, itch.io is a website that sells um, indie games, like this one would be qualified as. Alternatively, I can upload a small portion of it to Steam as a demo, and then later on, when I feel like it's more reformed and better refined, I could upload the entire game and sell it for a small amount. If I decide not to go with the option of having it free to players and let companies pay me to put advertising in the game, uh, like putting a logo on the discs would be a good idea. Uh, I built a billboard that is not currently in this level that can randomly select an image from a folder to upload or to be posted on the billboard, so it can change between gameplays for a player. Uh, so I've just considered a few options for how I can generate revenue from this game, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with yet. We'll see what happens. Um, but that will conclude today's dev diary. There, at face value, there wasn't a lot of work, but on the back end, at least for me as a new developer for this, it was a decent amount of effort. Um, I really felt like this Monday of this week was my most productive day for it. That's when I built out this map and did a lot of the user interface development. As far as next steps go, uh, finding new assets to be maps, maybe creating a button that lets a user turn off the user interface, or at least the top left portion of the user interface, because they know the rules or know how the game functions and they don't want to just see that at all times. Um, I will probably turn the throw setting into a graphic. Um, the wind force might also become a graphic. That's to be determined. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you like the content. And yeah, keep tuning in. We're making progress towards a game that is not great, but playable, and that's something. It's something that I'm proud of, and I hope that everyone out there is able to find a hobby that they enjoy, that they can uh, derive some self-satisfaction from working on. I know the last time I felt this kind of accomplishment was not even when I graduated college, but when I did my Boy Scout project. But I can talk about that in another video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next week's video if I don't upload something else between now and then. Bye.